Nice to
Hi.
meet you. My name is Sunghyun Kim. And what's your name?
My name is Dave.
Dave?
Yeah.
Yes. Where are you from?
I'm from Sheffield in England.
Sheffield, England.
Yeah.
How long have you stayed in Korea?
I've lived here for about 6 years.
Six years.
Yes.
Oh, it's a long time.
It is very long.
Okay. And now we'll ask something about Korean culture.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And since arriving here, you
Yes.
have experienced lots of things.
Yes.
It might be surprising or
Yeah.
weird
Yes.
to you,
Yeah.
or it might be very familiar thing. How did you think about Korean culture?
Well, when I first came here,
Yes.
it was not as different as I expected.
Oh.
For example, I came off the plane, went into the centre of Seoul, and I saw McDonald's. Well, that's disappointing.
Yes.
That's no fun for me.
Mm.
But then started living here. There were some things that were very different in how people talk to each other, how people interact, especially kind of in the family or between bosses and workers,
Yes.
especially when I worked. Obviously, there are things that are kind of like superficial things, such as the food is obviously kind of different. Yeah, and how people eat. Not even the food is different, but the thinking about the food. For example, in England, to go out for a meal is a big occasion. It's something you do maybe once every 3 months, to go out for a family meal. But in Korea, it's just normal. And you just go out and you will eat. In England, it's a very big occasion, and you dress up. You know, usually for a family meal, and I much prefer it here. It's much more fun. Yeah.
So it's very different, but do you have any culture shock?
Not really, because I expected lots of difference, and it wasn't as different as I thought. So although there were things that were, were different, I had to get used to. I never really felt any kind of shock by it. Yes.
And I know when our in holiday,
Yeah.
I mean vacation, summer vacation or winter vacation, you will go back to your home in England.
Yeah.
So do you have any reform? Do you have any reverse culture shock?
When I went home, a little bit the first time. Yeah, or when I went home after I hadn't been home for 2 years. And there was a little bit, yes. Or just kind of things I did were weird. Like I would pay in a shop in England and go, oh, 감사합니다. What? Yes, and I was out with my mum in a cafe. She's like, stop doing that. Yes. So it's little things, but not quite. Not very much. Yeah.
Oh.
And do you have any meaningful experience in Korea here?
Any meaningful? Yes, many. Actually, just last weekend I went to Gyeongju.
Gyeongju.
Yeah, and that was really beautiful. Yeah, it was a really interesting city, because I really like history too.
Did
So I found it very
you
good.
go to temple?
I went to a Bulguksa.
Bulguksa.
I was going to say Bukhansan, that's over there. I went to Bulguksa and to Sogaran and to something else built by Queen Sondok, some other thing.
Yes.
Yes. And then I went to see all the Tumyulai, the tombs in the city centre, and to the history museum as well. Very good history museum. Yes, so it's really interesting. Yes.
Okay. Next, do you like Korean food?
Oh, yes. In general, I like it. There's some stuff I like, some stuff I hate. Some stuff I really like gamjatang and bakgalbi and kimchi jjigae But some things like nakji, I hate that.
Nakji.
Nakji. Yes, and other things, I hate eel. So, like long sea snake.
Yes.
Eel, I hate that. So, same with English food. There's some food I really like, some food I really hate.
Oh, we think Korean food would seem hard to globalize today.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, we can meet Japanese food and Chinese food wherever you go.
Chinese food is different.
Different?
Because I think a lot of Chinese food, I don't know if maybe I'm wrong, a lot of the Chinese food you get in kind of England and America, it's not real Chinese food. It's changed. It's not fusion either. It's more adapted and evolved for the taste. And it's the same with Indian food in England.
Yes.
When the people from India first went to England en masse, immigration in 1950s and 60s, they tried opening restaurants and nobody would go. So they changed the food to make it more for English style. Then that became very popular in England and then spread. And now if you go to an Indian restaurant in Seoul, you're not getting Indian food, you're getting English style Indian food, which was invented by Indian people.
Yes.
So it's still Indian food, but in England to sell to English people. Yeah, so it was more for their kind of taste.
So it's a Vietnamese problem.
What is the...
It's not a problem because it's delicious.
What is the England style?
English style food is usually, we call it just meat and 2 veg. So meat, bomb, potatoes, bomb, vegetable, bomb. It's very boring, usually. But some things are really good, like Cornish pasty,
Yes.
which is like meat, potato, vegetables in kind of like a pastry. And you eat with your hands, it's really delicious. Or pie, like steak pie, or pork pie, lamb pie, any meat, chicken pie. Yeah, they're kind of like the most popular English foods. And of course, fish and chips. But nowadays, the most popular English food is curry.
Curry.
And it's now seen as being national food in England. Because it's become so popular for 50 years. Kind of think like pute jjigae. It's Korean food,
Yes.
but it's not, spam. You didn't have spam before, like 200 years ago.
Yes.
But now it's seen as Korean food, whereas curry in England is seen now as the national food.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
How about Korean music? Do you think about K-pop?
K-pop, generally, I really don't like K-pop
Yes.
because I find it superficial, it's plastic, it's not real.
Yes.
The people who sing, they're just karaoke singers, they're just in a noddybang. All they can do is sing, and they usually they don't even sing, they just lip sync. Yeah. And there was the same type of music in England and America came out in the 1980s with like boy bands and girl bands,
Yes.
like New Kids on the Block and Take That and Spice Girls.
Yes.
And I hated it then and I hate it now. Where I don't care whether it's Korean or Japanese or English or that kind of music I don't like, because for me it's not artistic.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I prefer a band of a group of people to sit down, to get instruments, to write songs, to play in a small club
Yes.
and become famous that way. Like bands such as the Beatles did that, the Oasis did that, Muse did that, Radiohead did that. They all started as just groups of friends who want to make music.
Last one.
Okay?
Okay. Have you ever finally,
Yes?
could you recommend to your friends to come to Korea?
I keep asking them. I keep asking my friends, come to visit me. And they say, too expensive. Yes, flying London to here to London.
How
It's
much it costs?
Maybe nearly 2 million won. 2 million
2 million?
won. Yeah.
2 million won?
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Or 1.5 million won.
Very cheap.
Very expensive.
expensive.
Expensive, yeah. To fly here to London and back, and then of course to stay in a hotel and blah 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 blah. My house is too small. I cannot have it. So, yeah. So I want them to come, and when I went home to visit one time, I kind of made some kimchi jjigae and cake and stuff, and they really liked it. Or we went to. There are some Korean restaurants in London and Birmingham, so I took them to those, and I would recommend Korean films especially to watch, and they were interested, and they would, but they have jobs, and so it's getting the time and the money. Most of them now have little children too, so it's very difficult for them to come.
Are you satisfied about your Korean
Generally,
life?
yes. Generally, yeah. Sometimes there'll be things that annoy me, but wherever I live, that will happen. So yes, I like being here, and that's why I've been here 6 years. If I
6
didn't
years.
like it, I would just go. You know, the fact I'm here still shows you that it's quite a good place, an easy place to live, and very interesting as well.
So, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.